Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. Hello, Jackie. This is a personal reading for you. Thank you for connecting with me, and thank you for seeking guidance for 2019. I have some cards here for you. I'll explain the format, the layout, and the cards. So first, we have your tarot cards and your oracle cards that represent the beginning, middle, and end of 2019. Then we have the two obstacle cards that will talk about the possible obstacles or struggles you may have during the year. And then over here we have your possible outcome cards or solutions, which talks about just that, the possible outcomes and solutions that you may have during 2019. And right here is your guidance card, which is the card that is giving general advice and guidance for the entire year. And it says, wisdom, seek higher knowledge. And it's interesting because we have deep knowing here as well in your reading. So first and foremost, the main theme for you during 2019 is to continue learning, to continue heightening your education, continuing your education, training, studying, advancing your skills and your abilities, and to just obtain more knowledge and wisdom, to do your research, to delve deeper, to ask questions, to find answers, that sort of thing. This whole year is dedicated to you growing and learning not only from your experiences, but all the information you get from every source, from people that have been through a similar situation, from people that have a certain expertise or skill, from gurus or even spiritual counselors or spiritual guides or aides, that sort of thing. It's all about leveling up, advancing yourself, your being, especially when it comes to knowledge gained. Now, this card aside, you have Two of Athames, which is Two of Swords in traditional tarot. You have the Lord of Shadows, which is the Death card in traditional tarot. You have Six of Athames, which is Six of Swords. For your oracle cards, you have Go the Distance, Deep Knowing, and Chop Wood. Now for your possible challenges, you have Page of Swords and King of Pentacles. And for your possible solutions, you have Ten of Pentacles and Seven of Rods. Now, the overall feel I get with this is not only about learning and growing and gaining knowledge and wisdom, but also you may have been seeking where you place in the world, where you belong, what your purpose is. And I see you actually exploring that and possibly finding this information in 2019. With Two of Athames here, I see you looking for which way to go. Which way is the universe steering you? What path to take? That sort of thing. But not only that, Two of Athames talks about making a compromise. Compromising in a situation where you felt like you couldn't see eye to eye, or you couldn't see the direction, or you couldn't see how this person, this situation, or this thing is helping you in your life. So it's about compromising here. And it can be with the person, because I do see with the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles over there, those do represent people. The Page of Swords will represent an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And the King of Pentacles can represent an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And the King of Pentacles can represent you in this situation and or someone else who may fit that description. And the Page of Swords seems like these two are kind of at odds or not on the same page or not very supportive of one another. And I get that feeling here with the Two of Athames. So it's about trying to find where you fit in with a person, with a group, with a place, with the ambition, with an endeavor or some venture that you're after, whatever it is, your goal. You're trying to compromise. You're trying to be on a level playing field and start everything off right. You understand that it won't be perfect. You already understand that, but you just want things to be on a level where it seems fair, it seems equal, and it seems like you have a chance. So with that card in support of Go the Distance, I do see that it is something that is interfering with your goal, something that is interfering with where you want to be, where you see yourself, where your wishes and your dreams are. And at the beginning of the year, I see you trying to figure that out, and you may very well. You may come to a compromise of sorts, even within yourself, with what you want to achieve and what you may need to let go of, what your expectations are, what you have the energy and the talent and skills to do, what you want to pursue, and what allows you the time necessary to pursue those dreams and goals. It's all about getting to that finish line. If you could see right here with Go the Distance, he's trying to get to that finish line. He's trying to get that goal. He wants fulfillment. And at the beginning of the year, you're going to do what you have to do to make sure you steer yourself in the right direction, or even tune in to the universe or your guides or your past loved ones who may be helping steer you down the right path as well. Remember, compromise. Find a way to strike a balance between what you want and what you need, or what you want and what you're capable of, and so on and so forth. Now, towards the middle of the year, you have the Death card, or the Lord of Shadows. Now, this signifies a major transformation, a big change, almost like a complete 180 in a situation, with an experience, with your wisdom, knowledge, possibly even with your spirituality, as deep knowing talks about your spirituality, your connection to the universe, your connection to spirit, your connection to source, that sort of thing. And even your connection with intuition. There's some sort of change here, some sort of metamorphosis, and I get that also with the butterfly there in the card. It talks about a change from that caterpillar emerging into a butterfly. And I believe this change will be very significant for you, possibly even a life-changing event or a life-changing opportunity that may happen for you towards the middle of the year, preferably after March 2019. You may come into knowledge. You may gain that wisdom that will help make you feel like you are in that right place at the right time. You may decide to end something, something that was not helping you grow, something that was draining your energy. You may decide to let that go so you can start something new, fresh. It signifies a symbolic death here, a change. And I do want to say a change in a cycle, a change in the way things used to be. And now there's going to be an ending of anything negative because of your knowledge and the wisdom you gained throughout the year. You are in control of what's happening next, what's going to happen after that, where you want to go from there, you know? And you're going to be in such a better place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and possibly even physically, that you are now able and capable of making grand changes in your life that will definitely benefit you and be significant to your growth. During the middle of the year, something major will happen for you that will seem like it's steering you down a totally new path. And I do feel like you are in control of that. You will make that happen. You won't feel forced, but you will decide on your own, in your own time, that you're ready for a change, you know? And I see that happening for you. I see with this deep knowing card that you're going to gain some knowledge that is going to kind of be like a breakthrough, or open your eyes to something that will really change your perspective on a situation. I think this is ultimately a good thing. It will help you transition. And speaking of transition, you have Six of Athames here, Six of Swords, which is my healing card, but it also speaks about transitioning from stormy seas to calmer waters. I see you making this transformation throughout the year. So you're going to start the year in one place and you're going to finish the year in a totally different place in your life. You're going to gain some knowledge too. Like I said, knowledge and wisdom is definitely an important thing for you during 2019. You're going to gain some information that is going to change your life for the better. And I see throughout the year, you're going to slowly change yourself, your identity, your thought process, your beliefs, your behaviors, your opinions, things that make you who you are. I see you changing slowly, transitioning, and growing from those changes. Your growth is helping with those changes as well, like an exchange of sorts. You may even come to realize that the work you put in and the amount of time and effort and energy you put into a situation, be it with career, be it with relationship, be it with yourself, your health, your mentality, your spirituality, what have you, you will understand that that will come back to you. The amount you put in will come back to you. You'll be rewarded the amount you put in. And I see that with the chopped wood card here. It's all about taming the ego and not expecting things for nothing, not expecting something to happen just because. It's about putting the work in and then expecting the result, the outcome, the benefit, the return, And you are going to learn this. You're going to go through this. You're going to see this for yourself, especially towards the end of the year. You're going to see how all your hard work leading up to this is changing you. It's changing your situation. It's changing your circumstances. And it's all for the better. Now, keep in mind there will be some ups and downs during the year. I mean, everyone will have their time. They'll have their valleys and they'll have their peaks, And so keep that in mind throughout the year, that whenever you're in that valley, whenever you're on that roller coaster and you're going downhill on that roller coaster, remember, there's a lot to be gained there. Those are situations where the universe is trying to get your attention in that circumstance or in that situation. It's trying to shake you awake and say, look, this is where you need to pay attention. This is what you need to pay attention to. This is what needs changing. This is where you need to put your energy and effort. And when you do that, when you look at it that way, you will see where you need to make those changes. You will see where you need to let something go. You will see where you need to step it up and put more energy and effort into something. You'll see that. So this year is definitely a learning period for you. You'll have those ups and downs. You'll be rewarded with all the hard work you've done. You'll be rewarded with all the knowledge you gain and all the work you've done when you were in those lows, when you were learning, when you were trying to figure out, okay, so what does this mean? Why is this happening? What do I need to learn from this? And once you learn your lesson from that situation, then you will experience a high. You will experience a peak moment. And I see that happening for you throughout the year. Now, with your possible obstacle cards, with the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles, I did touch on that a little bit, as they are court cards, which represent people. But other than that, they do represent your intellect, your knowledge, and communication. So you may have some struggles here and there with learning certain lessons or advancing certain skills or networking or communication or what have you. Anything to do with words, with speaking, with writing, with singing, with creating, with sharing publicly. Words and learning and communication and teaching and intellect, that sort of thing. You may have your challenges in this area, but this is definitely something you will need to work on, or is encouraging you to work on during the year. With the King of Pentacles, this talks about a situation where you are finding your purpose. And I see there may be struggles here as well. Like I said, with the Two of Athame, that it's all about trying to find which direction you want to go. What do you want to pursue? How are you going to pursue it? Is this the right place for you to be? Is this the right goal for you to have? Is this where you're meant to be? What is your purpose? What is your message? These are things you're going to be trying to figure out during the year. These are things you're going to be working on, and these are possibly things that may even change or fluctuate throughout the year. So keep an eye on that as well, because your opinions about certain things may change. Your beliefs about certain things may change. Even the message, your message, may suddenly transform or change. So just be aware of that. It's definitely for the best. It will help you understand where you place and where you feel more comfortable, where you are best meant to be to make the greatest change in not only your life but others. Now, the King of Pentacles could also talk about work, and it could talk about money or finances. And there may be some struggle here in finding something that you feel is perfect for you, something where you feel is fulfilling or even financially fulfilling. Like I said, I believe most of the challenges you have with work or money or your purpose even is that your mind may change a lot during 2019. Your passions, your mind, your ideas, your thoughts may fluctuate a lot. You may be back and forth and here and there with your mentality on certain situations, which will, kind of make you feel like, well, I want to be in this career, or I want to be in this position. But then later on, you're like, well, I don't think that's for me. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should focus on this area. So that's what I'm feeling that may be the case for you during 2019. But it's all about figuring out where you want to go and where you want to be. And you will definitely figure that out, because in the possible outcome section, you have the 10 of Pentacles, which talks all about financial stability. You're going to be content when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your job, and possibly your purpose. Anything creative, any projects you're working on, anything that has to do with possibly making money or making a name for yourself, or finding stability within something that you feel is a hobby or a job, or something that can be a business, that sort of thing. I see you finding contentment. So definitely, you may have your struggles throughout the year, maybe towards the beginning of the year, but by the end of the year, I do see this transformation happening where you will know who you are. You will know what you represent. You will know what you're meant to do on this earth, and you will go forth with that. I see that here. You will have fulfillment, and you possibly will be in a position where the income you get is satisfying, where the income you get may even allow you to do other things that you were wanting to pursue, or to do things on the side, or hobbies, or that sort of thing. So I do see financial contentment for you in this year as well. Now with the 7 of Rods here, this talks about you learning to break past the barriers. And I said before in the beginning something about a breakthrough, that you're going to possibly have a breakthrough this year. And this shows that whatever's been standing in your way as obstacles, even if it's been yourself and your own thought process, you are determined to get past that. And I say determined because he's pushing back against the rods. Those rods are kind of blocking him, or trying to keep him from moving forward on his path. And he's fighting back. He's not letting that happen. And also, Go the Distance says the same thing. You are pushing forward, going towards your goals. And as long as you do that, as long as you keep your motivation, your determination, and your inspiration in whatever it is you do, as long as you do that, you will meet that goal. You'll find fulfillment. You will get your victory. You will triumph. You will see success. And I see that. It's almost a promise. You will see success. Success in any form of the word, where you feel contentment, where you feel bliss, where you feel like you are in the place where you always wanted to be it with financially, with friends, with career, with a hobby, with a creative endeavor, whatever it is for you, you will find contentment there. You will find your place, and you will feel good about the journey you took. Because of going through this up and down journey, because you're going through so many transformations, because of your thought process and the things you learned throughout the year, the knowledge you gained, the research you did, because of that, I see it paying off for you. I see it paying off handsomely, as long as you keep that determination, because when you put the work in, you will get the result. That's the main focus here. Do the work, get the result. Now I'm going to get another card for you, just an extra bonus card, just to get a little bit more information and guidance on your 2019 year. Any other information? Okay, whoa. This card fell out, so we'll go with this one. Travel lightly, simplify your life. Let's get one more. Cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. Now this talks about your transition, your transformation, the metamorphosis, the changes happening during 2019. Traveling lightly says make sure you keep your focus on one thing at a time. Try not to do too much. Try not to scatter your energy. Try not to, in other words, be all over the place with your endeavors and your ideas and that sort of thing, to kind of keep it simplified. Simplify your life. Make sure you're focused on one thing at a time. Once you find that success in this one area, then you could move on to the next. Or once you find contentment in this certain field, or with this certain project, or with this certain relationship, what have you, then you could move on to the next thing. What's the next level you want to take this, you know? So it's about focusing. It's about making sure that you Put your time and energy into one thing at a time and not spreading yourself too thin. Cleansing waters also talks about the transformation. It's about making sure you're healing yourself in every form of the word, healing your mind, healing your body, healing your heart, and cleansing away those things that no longer serve you, that no longer help you grow, that no longer help you get to where you want to be. Because I said it before, you're going to learn so much during 2019 that it will possibly change your life. And with change, especially with this death card here, it talks about letting go of something that doesn't help you anymore. Letting go of something that's bringing negativity in your life. Letting go of something that is hurting you. Letting go of what is not helping you move forward so you can open yourself up to new things, to fresh things, to things that will help you benefit, will help you grow, will help you flourish, that sort of thing. And this is what this card is telling you. Cleansing waters. Free yourself of all the things that are not helping you so you could come out of the water feeling like a brand new person. All that has been washed away, all that negativity, all the burden, all the stress has been cleansed from your body, from your heart, from your mind, from your soul, from your spirit, and now you are a new person. And like I said, towards the end of the year, I see that happening for you as well. This transition, this major change, this change in identity with your purpose, with yourself, you are going to emerge a new person. So continue seeking that higher knowledge, continue learning, continue gaining wisdom, ask questions, do your research, dig deep, learn, find what it is you're looking for, especially when it comes to your endeavors, your knowledge, the information that will help you grow, and keep yourself open to that because it's going to change your life. 2019, you're going to see some endings, some new beginnings, and it's possibly going to happen a few times in different areas of your life in 2019. Stay determined. No matter what, find your passion and hold on to that. You know what I mean? Wherever you feel good at, wherever you feel free doing, whatever it is you feel like you could be yourself at, pursue that. Put all your time and attention and energy into that because the more you put in, the more it will grow. The more it will help you, the more it will change you, the more good will come into your life. So wherever you feel that love and that passion and that positive energy, focus on that. And this is where your growth and your success and your victory will come. I see that happening for you. So I hope this helped you. I hope I answered your question. I hope I gave you a little bit encouragement as well. I know you were seeking advice for 2019. If there's anything I didn't answer or something I could clarify for you, just respond to the email and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, I enjoy feedback. It helps me grow. It helps me improve. So I would love to hear back from you as well. I hope to connect with you again in the future, and I will see you soon.